It's hermeneuticals.
Well,
Get out.
it's your boy,
Jeffrey.
What up, you guys?
Well, it's your boy Jeffrey, aka Mr. Lockdown, aka Mr. Mississippi boy himself. And to my lovely lefty,
It's Mrs. Lockdown. What up, you guys?
we got Zach Russian.
I can't say the word.
The man changed my life. And I just want to say thank you, BG.
Well, we ain't gonna guesstimate, and we ain't gonna assume. Let's find out from Zach.
Oh, and don't forget, Zach is doing the tour.
Yeah.
So go over to Zach Russian, check out his tour dates.
He gonna be in the
YouTube.
Carolina.
Yeah, Cadillacs.
Yeah,
So
get his Zach.
and he said he bringing the whole house down.
Uh-oh. Well,
Tell a friend to get a ticket.
Yeah, he got something special going on for those that share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something happened this morning at the gym that I've got to tell y'all about. It reminded me that I probably won't never get to thank this man in person. But if this message reaches him somehow, at least he'll know that he changed my life for the better and ended up changing a lot of other lives for the better as well. I was on a Stairmaster this morning, absolutely dying, trying not to look like a beach beluga whale when I get there.
I like you.
See, this is why me and
Blowing out the blowhole.
goddamn, I did not want to say it. I did not want to say it because I already look like a country blue whale with a humpback. But you know what I'm saying? I don't leave that alone.
Oh my.
I digress.
I'm not
On
calling.
Stairmaster this morning, absolutely dying, trying not to look like a beach beluga whale when I get to the beach this summer. A boy comes up to me and he says, "Man, are you Zach Rushing?" I said, "Yeah, buddy, what's up?" He said, "Man, I am a huge fan of yours. I love your content. I love everything you do with your charities and stuff." But I said, if I ever got to meet you, I would ask you one question. I said, "All right, man, shoot, what you got?" I'm an open book. He said, "Man, what made you the way that you are?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "What made you want to use your platform to try to help as many people as humanly possible?" And I only had one answer for him. Back in 2017, I was at the lowest point in my life. I was finishing up my third round of chemo. Okay, going through that for the third time in 3 years absolutely demoralized me.
Hey. I keep telling y'all, I done been through it.
We on round 4. Although you had
We on round 4 fight.
yeah.
And by the grace of God, it's staying in its spot. It ain't progress.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm enjoying life every day. I'm trying to do. Hey, I have heart problems now, so all I can do is enjoy life. Spend more time I can with this young lady here. Try to make some memories. Some of them still a little rocky, but we getting there.
Okay, going through that for the third time in 3 years absolutely demoralized me. It had me down to the point that I didn't even know if I wanted to be here or not.
Facts.
My dad and me talked about it. He said, you need to do something. You need to go somewhere. You need to go have fun and remind yourself that you can still smile. So I did the one thing that I thought would make me feel better. I have always been a Brantley Gilbert fan. I love his music. I love him as a person. I don't know him personally, but I am a huge fan of his for one reason. He has never tried to be anything other than what he is. He hasn't. You've never seen the man in a cowboy hat. And they did an interview with him one time. They said, "Brantley, how come you're a country singer and we never see you in a cowboy hat?" And he had one simple answer. He said, "I can't ride a horse. I can ride a Harley, but I can't ride a horse. So I ain't gonna wear a cowboy hat and be something that I'm not."
That's facts. That's facts.
That was simple.
You try to be something that you're not, to portray something.
I think what most of it is that the country style music associate a lot of it with the cowboy hats, country style. I'm thinking that's what it is. Now, I don't know.
Well,
everybody got their own preference.
People like wearing cowboy hats. Even I like wearing certain hats, especially a cowboy hat. I wear 10-gallon, but I ain't wore one since I was like 15, to be honest with you. And that's the reason it had a feather in it. It got to be something that attracts me to it.
Yeah.
But being country.
But we understand what he's saying.
Yeah, but being country, I'm country. I red clay all day. That's it.
I can ride a Harley, but I can't ride a horse.
I can't ride a
I
Harley.
wear a cowboy hat and be something that I'm not.
I can't
and I
ride neither
respected
one.
that so much that
Can't ride
that's
a horse.
instilled in me. So in 2017, I wanted to do something to do a little pick-me-up. So me and my dad got together, and I couldn't afford it. He bought me VIP tickets to Brantley Gilbert's tour.
What?
And he bought, not only that, but he bought me a meet and greet with him.
What?
So I went to the meet and greet, and it's a little acoustic deal they do outside the Coliseum. It's right there in Jackson, Mississippi. Right.
They don't know where Jackson, Mississippi is at. Some
That's the
people
state
think
capital.
that's the capital of this state.
Yeah, I just said that.
I used to live there,
Sucker.
and it was the greatest experience of my life. It was
So I
so
came
much
along.
to do. Yeah, until she came along and brought me to quietness. And then I found out it still was the greatest thing to do. Should have made her move.
They do outside the Coliseum. It's right there in Jackson, Mississippi. Right at the state Coliseum. Mm-hmm. It had a little acoustic deal outside. And I went in there and he did a little question and answer thing, this, that, and the other. And he noticed that I still had a big bandage over my port. Right here over my left-hand side. I still have my port in my chest. Where they did.
And what you have too.
Yep. Yeah. I still got a scar here for import, scar here, and I got my port put in a little higher because they had to go a different direction to the heart.
My port. Right here over my left-hand side. I still
Which I
have
got to
my
get
port in my chest.
that test.
Where they did my chemo.
Yeah.
After the acoustic deal was over with, he pointed at me, pointed to the side of the stage. So I walked over there, and I'm giddy. I mean, I'm nervous as can be. I'm fitting to meet my all-time, my number one person that I wanted to meet. I'm fitting to meet Brantley Gilbert. I get over there, he said, man, what's going on? I said, man, I just went through my 3rd round of chemo. Now, keep in mind that this dude is an absolute superstar. Mm-hmm. Okay, he's had number 1 hits for the last 15 years, and I followed.
Facts.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about no on the Billboard charts number 2 or 3. He been having number 1 hits for 15 years. Mm-hmm. And I can't do a reaction on him because I have to do some other things to block stuff out. But I ain't trying to do that. When it come down to that gentleman right there, you don't do stuff like that.
I hate blocking stuff out.
Yeah.
absolute superstar. Okay, he's had number 1 hits for the last 15 years, and I followed him ever since he was playing bar rooms. I have always been a fan of his, and I'm finally getting to meet him. Like, I'm on top of the world right now. But for him to take 2 minutes of his time in a sold-out show in Jackson, Mississippi, to talk to me, he called me over to the side of the stage. He said, "Man, what's going on?" I said, "Man, I just finished my 3rd round of chemo, man. This is my little present that me and my dad thought of to try to get me back on track, get me smiling again. I've been in a bad place." He said, "Man, I just want to let you know something. You a tough son of a bitch." I said, "Man, look, you don't know how much that means to me coming from you, B. Like, it really don't. Like, you don't understand what that does for my mentality, man. I'm on top of the world right now." He said, "Man, look, all you got to do is remember one thing. We don't all start off on the top. There was a low time in my life too." I said, "Man, what you mean?" He said, "Man, look, I wasn't always a good person. I had to remember that I've been very blessed, and I use my good fortune in order to help other people." And I told him, I said, "Man, look, I've been a huge fan of yours so long because you just always stay true to yourself." And he looked at me and said, "That's the key, bro.
Right.
That is the key right there."
Bro, you just gave me some good advice.
That's it.
No, hold on. I hate when, I hate you. I don't hate you, but I hate you right now.
I can't stand you right now.
Nah,
That's
I really
it.
can't. 2022, me and the wife had changed our recollect on how we gonna run our channel. And we've been running it normally, and we've been blessed to meet people. Mm-hmm. And
All types of people.
I think we need to go back to that situation instead of the situation we're trying to do, because that's a root to all evil. If that make any sense to you. Because it eventually comes.
Oh, I mean.
Because let's do it that way, because I promise you, it'll eventually come. And when it eventually comes, it's going to be too much that we can't handle. So that that's why I've been kind of thrown off. It's just that one thing that trying to do this, trying to do that, and we just need to stay on our course.
Okay.
Let us build what we want to build.
Yourself. And he looked at me and said, that's the key, bro. That is the key right there. You've always got to be true to yourself. You can never, ever deter away from who you are in order to please other people. Because the people that like you for being somebody that you're trying to be, they just like you. The people who you really want in your life are the ones that love you for who you really are. That moment meant so much to me. That was 5-6 years ago. It changed my whole mentality on life. It turned me into who I am today. It turned me into not being ashamed of what I believe in and letting it be spoke out. I don't care what people think about me. It meant so much to me. I even kept the VIP tag.
Yay!
It's been hanging on my mirror ever since that day to remind me of his words. To remind me that somebody who is on top of the world, who is a superstar, took 2 minutes out of their time to talk to an absolute nobody.
Well, I can't say
Why you
that.
not that, Zach?
No, this before you became like this, Zach. I had a pastor. She was a female, and she came up to me and she told me this: everybody is somebody in God's eyes. And at that time, bro, I was at the low, bro. I was with you can ask her. I had a cane. I barely could walk, and even the Dr. Hyatt, that's my cancer doctor at the time.
That's our homeboy right there.
He turned around. He said, "Why you got a cane?" And he didn't know that the chemo was so intensive that it was literally taking my legs from me. I mean, literally, I was buckling on something. And I walked. I had my head up high. Man, I look like a shrimp compared to what I look to now.
Took 2 minutes out of their time to talk to an absolute nobody, which just made me a bigger fan of his. So I guess the reason for this is to remind everybody out there what BG taught me. You're going to have good breaks in your life.
Facts.
Use your good breaks in order to help those less fortunate. And Brantley, dude, you keep doing your thing. You're absolutely killing it. I probably won't ever get to meet you, but if this message reaches you somehow, any way, shape, or form, I just want to say thank you, because your 2 minutes that you spared in order to talk to me in that VIP tent ended up changing the lives of a lot of people. I've been able to help thousands of people because of those 2 minutes that you spared for me. You changed my life, brother. You really did. If I ever get to meet you, I'd love to shake your hand and tell you thank you to your face. Keep doing your thing, BG. I will always be a fan. I'll always be a part of BG Nation. And y'all, if you take anything from this video, remember one thing. Be true to yourself. And the people that stick around, they don't just like you. They love you. And they will always be in your corner. Remember that shit. I'm telling you, it works. Shit.
I was just gonna say, are we gonna get this iconic ending?
Yeah. You always get that. It's just the fact is that
He spoke
true. Me and the wife, we were just trying to figure out how to give away, stuff like this. And we started going the opposite direction of what we normally do. But when he just said that, it was out of our norm. It's way out of our norm. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our norm. Because our norm was working. We wasn't giving nothing away. We couldn't get nothing away. But we was at least spreading joy to different areas. You know what I'm saying?
We still spreading joy.
We still spreading joy, but it ain't the giveaway part. It ain't our time. It is time for us to where we know what we got to do, and that's gonna be done through us. But what he just did, we going back to the old way. And
we still and speak on that is that you all within some of our videos you'll see a fundraiser. Yeah. That's for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Please go if you can. Donate to the cause. It's on behalf of the MLD family and you all that we want to share some love with those that need the help because they have helped us so much when Jeff was well, he's still going through, but at the lowest of our points, and they helped us so much longer.
Going back and forth. I live in Mississippi, right next to Greenville, and I have to travel over to Birmingham.
That's 5 hours.
We don't have that's hotel pay. They're still going to the doctor. They're still renting a car because at the point in time they repossessed the car. She couldn't work. She had to take care of me. I couldn't work, and
so that's $400 every 3 weeks.
Yeah, every 3 weeks I was gone.
And there are people, and they know who they are. We don't brag about them, but we like to give them their flowers.
Yeah, get them.
They're some of our closest friends and some of our closest relatives. They were there for us.
They was there.
And like he said, that those who want to be around will be around because you are who you are.
And then after that, they'll fall off from you because they think they don't understand the clinical trials and stuff like that. So we can't explain it to them. We explain it to them, then I'm out. That's how that works. So,
but God puts people in your life at certain times in which you need it.
Exactly.
A lot of times you don't know where your blessings are coming from. So you just have to be open-minded to be receptive, and don't be so uptight that you're not willing to get help or receive help, because you sitting there, oh, I wish I had so-and-so. And so when he put a person in front of you, you're like, nah, that's
and don't go out there and try to do it yourself.
Yeah.
God already got it lined up. See, that right now, me and the wife, we going to try to line it up ourselves. And it's telling me don't do that, because something is telling me don't do that. Don't do it your way. Go ahead, just keep doing what you're doing. Study the course and watch what happens. Like we say in Mississippi, 101 down, Mississippi on lockdown. Peace.
And you all share this video so Zach can get a chance to meet his idol. That would be a blessing. If anybody know how to get in contact with this young man, please share this so Zach can get that opportunity.
I don't like that hat he got on his head. Bass books and birds. That's his dog on top of his head. I like that hat.